guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something really exciting. I am going to be sharing with you my top 5 face primers, and I love using a primer. It's a crime not to prime, we all know that, and I prime my face every single day, and it doesn't really matter if I go for like a really out there look or just a really basic simple makeup look. I just really feel like that I need to wear a primer. A, because it makes my makeup look much better. B, it makes my makeup last much longer. And C, it just makes it all much easier to apply as well. To me, primer is a necessity if you want a really good looking makeup look. And I've got 5 different ones to show you here, and I'm so excited to share these with you. So without further ado, let me show them. The first primer I want to share with you is the only drugstore primer that I've got to show you. And I do feel like that it can be quite a task to actually find a good drugstore primer, and I don't know why. I guess it's the formula and so on. Most of them are way too silicone-y on the face and it just doesn't feel that nice to wear. But the one that I have fallen in love with, and I've used it so many times and you've seen me use it so many times in my channel, it is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique Base Primer. This is so beautiful and it gives the most radiant finish in the entire world. It says that it's a pure light primer, and that is so true. It gives kind of like this silvery, radiant look to your skin, and it just looks incredible. It really makes you look radiant and glowy and just beautiful, and I love to use it all over my face. But if you want to, you can also just use it on the highest points of your cheeks just to highlight a tiny bit. I think it is beautiful, and the texture as well is not too silicone-y. It is very lightweight. I just want to show you. It looks like that, and when you blend it out, oh my gosh, can you see that? I love using it, I love wearing it, and I just really feel like that my skin looks so much more radiant and glowing when I use this one. So this is definitely one of my absolute favorites. And fun fact, it actually smells quite good as well. The next primer I want to share with you is actually only a sample size, but it's a huge sample size. This is the Mercier Foundation Primer, and this one is a radiant one, so it gives a lot of radiance once again. You may find that is kind of like my preferred primer, those that gives kind of like radiance and glow to the skin. So yeah, this is just so beautiful. It's kind of like a different radiance because this one is more like bronzy in its undertones. It is not silvery as the L'Oreal one. This is much more like skin, it's right there, and then when you blend it out, it gives kind of like this bronzy effect, which I really like. I don't know if you can see this right there. It looks so beautiful. Oh my gosh. My hand looks so pretty right now. But seriously, it gives the most healthy glow in the entire world, and it just also makes your makeup last for such a long time. It is expensive, but definitely worth the money. I've used this one a lot. This is only a sample size. This is like 15 ml, and this is only a sample size. This one here is a full size, and this is like 20 ml. That is crazy. I've just got so much love for this primer. I've used it several times also here on my channel. I think it's amazing. And if you want a really radiant, bronzy, glowy look, then this is a primer to go for. The next primer I want to share with you is probably the primer that I use mostly on an everyday basis. It is from MAC, and it is the MAC Prep+Prime Natural Radiance for yellow skin. And I think it's called Radiant Yellow? Yeah, Radiant Yellow. And you can also get one for those of you who've got like pink undertones in your skin. But obviously, since I've got yellow, I went for the yellow one. And this is so gorgeous. Once again, it kind of like gives a radiant glow without being too much. I feel like this is a great everyday primer in my mind because it doesn't give too much radiance. As it says, it is a very natural radiance glow. So it looks incredible, and it makes your skin look incredible, and also I really feel like that the texture is not too thick or too sticky, so it's really nice to use on the skin. It looks like that. It comes out kind of like yellowish, and then when you blend it in, you can't even tell that you're wearing it. Look at that. It just disappears, and it feels almost like a moisturizer actually. That's kind of like the texture of it. The smell, it doesn't really have a smell, and I just really like it. I think it's great, and as I said, I use it mostly on an everyday basis because it just makes my makeup last for a little longer, and yeah, it feels nice in the skin. And this big one has got 50 ml in it, so seriously you get so much for the money. The next primer I want to show you is one of my newest primers in my collection, and it is an expensive one. So seriously, if you're not into expensive stuff, don't go for this one, but if you're in for amazing stuff, this is it. It is the Hourglass Veiled Mineral Primer. This is an oil-free primer and it's got SPF 15, which I personally think is so incredible. You get long-lasting effect, you get an oil-free formula, but you also get sun protection. Come on, that is incredible. You get, let me just see, 30 ml in this one, so it's an okay size, and I really love the packaging. It is so luxurious looking. We need to go grab the other hand now, but when it gets out, it's kind of like this white color, but it feels kind of like more velvety on the skin than the other ones. This one doesn't feel like a moisturizer, so it does feel like that it's really smoothing out the skin and giving you kind of like that blurry effect, so your skin looks perfect, and that's why I really like it. I really feel like that it both brightens the skin, but it also just leaves you with a smooth feeling and with a smooth surface, so your makeup will just glide on your skin, and that's why I really like that primer. And the last primer I've got to share with you is the only one that is kind of like a mattifying primer. This one is from Benefit. You know this one, I've shown you this one so many times on my channel. It is the Professional Primer Pro Balm to minimize the appearance of pores, and this is kind of like a silicone primer. And the reason why that I don't really show that many of those kind of like silicone primers is because I feel like that it's a bit more heavy on the skin, but this one is actually really lovely, and also it's got a tiny bit of a tint in it, looks like that. And when you blend it out, it gives once again that silicone effect where it just fills out pores and minimizes pores because it fills them out, and it also smooths out the skin. The great thing about this one though is that it's great for people with oily skin because once again it's an oil-free formula, it's lightweight, translucent and silky, and I totally agree on that. It is a really nice primer and you get 22 ml in it, so it's a nice size and great for traveling because it is a plastic bottle. So I really like this one. I think it's great, especially for those of you with oily skin. The other ones that I've shown you are probably more for like people with normal to slightly dry skin because it gives a lot of radiance, but if you're into radiant looks, those are great, and if you're in for a mattifying look, this one is amazing. And that was my top 5 primers for you guys. I really hope this was helpful. So many of you requested me to do this with primers because primers can be a bit difficult to go through and to find the perfect ones and also know what they're doing actually. And I really hope that I got to describe exactly how the different primers work and why I love them as well. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and have the most amazing day. I love you. Bye!